I think you can read that there. She won't do something. I'll have to look up part of that. I get part of that, but I can't get all of it. But that's Margaret Freelander. She's Tote Storben. I'm not saying that right. But anyway, she's like 103 years old, so she got to be a very, very old lady. So yeah, very few people. She's one of the few Holocaust survivors still living. I think it's probably one or two that were maybe tiny babies in 45, because that's 80 years old. If you were 10 years old at the end of the Holocaust, when they were liberated, you're going to be like 90. So there's only a few people still around that were part of that. She got to be I didn't know her. I don't know that much about her life. Sad that she's passed away, but like I said, she got to be an old lady. This is one or two more here. I was gonna. Oh yeah, this no one tells you, no one warns you. That's their ad there, but some of the single female RVers are getting kicked off of like BLM land and stuff. So I guess that's something that's going on now. I know. Oh, hang on. Let me get to another one. Yeah, this blue paw print. Let me cover this one. This is inside the MiG-21. Blue paw print's pretty good. There's two or three of these that do those. They show you exactly how these things work. That's the name of the YouTube channel, Blue paw print. This is a MiG-21. It's a Russian jet fighter. Now, an American Navy fighter pilot had he's got a YouTube channel where where he's going around showing this. It's a MiG-15 or MiG-21. It's something in that class of aircraft. And he's showing. Of course, he registered with the FAA as an experimental aircraft. That's the only way he could legally register it as an experimental aircraft. There's only a few people that are going to really be qualified to fly a plane like that. It holds 2,100 gallons of jet fuel, and will fly for 4 hours. He said it ain't no Cessna. No, I guess not. But he said it'll do like Mach 3 or something. Of course, I don't know if he could legally fly it at Mach 3 anywhere over occupied airspace. Fleeing Arizona, dark side of van life, public lands nobody warns you about. Okay. Ja, several of these single female natural gyms.
Genauer gesagt in die Nähe von Innsbruck, denn hier soll es eine Klamm geben, die noch weitestgehend unentdeckt ist, also ein echter Geheimtipp für alle Wanderer. Auf geht's!
Alles gut, alle Wanderer. If you want to watch, it's Marley's
Hier
Leben.
hört man jetzt schon das Wasser rauschen. Wir sind
You watch it. Main reason I was over here yesterday. Let me show you. There's a window crank from my driver's side. I had to get in and mess with the inner door mechanism, the latches and stuff. I still haven't got it, fixed. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy boy. I had that crank where it was just sitting on it. I got a pair of vice grips on it. A lot of guys do that. A lot of guys will lock a pair of vice grips on the window crank. I thought this had fallen out. I come over here to see if I left it over here. At the time I got, because I looked at my pickup 2 or 3 times and I couldn't find it. So by the time I come over here, yesterday I thought I lost it. Let me swing you back down to the Strelas down here. Anyway, I come back over here. By the time I parked, well, I'm going to download a few files anywhere. Anyway, by the time I come over here, I saw it sitting in the cab of my pickup. I said, I kind of waited until tomorrow to come over here. But I'm here anyway. Figured I'd download a few files and take off. So if nothing comes in, I'll go back home. If somebody comes in, I'll go take care of it. Coming up at 8 o'clock, what time stuff starts coming in, if it's going to come in. Yeah, well, I just kind of play the day out, hour by hour. If something comes in, I'll take care of it. I need to. I've got a bucket list of places around here I'm going to hit with my camera. It's just been too damn hot to get out and do anything. You get out like 4 o'clock in the morning by the daybreak. That's why the best time to get out and do that. I'm usually eating breakfast about 4 though. By the time that 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock rolls around, I'm usually just getting out of bed. It's about 90 outside. I can work at 90, but I prefer not to shoot videos for YouTube at 90 degrees. And if it's supposed to get rainy this week, I may just head back up to White Tanks and go back and just get some video from the White Tanks and see if that waterfall hike got a little bit better idea what's out there and a little bit better ideas on how to shoot a video that would be more interesting from the White Tank. If there's something out there from my White Tank waterfall hike that like those petroglyphs, I'm probably going to focus on those a little bit more because those are interesting, and I didn't get too much from out there. And some of those park benches, they've got, I find those interesting. I'm sure some of those were people that were born in the 30s, died, or maybe born in the 20s, died maybe in the 50s or 60s. I'm sure those are people that frequented that park that say, husband, devoted father, and loving wife, mother. Her spirit will always be with us. God, those are sweet. Those were interesting. I'm sure those are people that were fans of that waterfall hike of the White Tanks Park. There's a dozen or so picnic park. The benches you can sit down and rest on the way out there with their names and brief information about them. Like I said, if I go back out there and if there's something somebody wants to see that from that, or maybe from the Australis, or for the other Maricopa County or the City of Phoenix Parks or something, let me know. If there's some chick that is an extremophile, hey, I'll team up with you at 5 in the morning, and we'll finish our hike by 11 and be off the mountain or off the trail by that time, because I'm not going to get out in 120-degree weather to do a fun hike. That's not a fun hike. Bye-bye. Love y'all. Das Leben ist ein Abenteuer, and c'est la vie. Lieben Sie wohl. Auf Wiedersehen.